what is up, guys? Phoenix here, and welcome back to a Mega Pearl from Steven Universe Next or Future, whatever it's called. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know when the heck I built this, so I don't know where we left off at. But I see a whole bunch of markings on it, so I'm gonna just choose one, and we're gonna continue from there. I think it's been like 3 to 4 weeks since I last filmed this tutorial, which is pretty wild because I like to do them all in a row. So yeah, we're gonna go up to the head and do the crown just so that we can be done with the height limit stuff, and then we're gonna work on the inner detail. So I want you to fly to the top right part of it where we have this one single marked out with a placement block, and that's where we're gonna continue for today. So let's put our placement block to the top or left side because we're going to be going up and to the left from here, and we're gonna go up and to left 3 vertical to start off. 1, 2, 3. From there, we're going to go up and to left 1 single, up and to left 2 vertical, 1, 2, up and to left 2 singles. Actually, is it 2? No, it's 7 singles. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3. Oh God, it's starting again. After that 2 vertical, we're going to go up and to the left 7 singles now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to go and delete these extra dirt blocks. You guys have been in the, if this is your first tutorial series, I don't know if I said it in a previous Pearl part, but I've said it in many of my tutorial series for the month of February. Any jump cuts you see, it's to avoid background noises interrupting the quality. You might catch glimpses of it and then all of a sudden see a jump cut, and that's probably because it only gets louder from there. Anyways, after the 7 singles, we're going to put a placement block to the left so we can go up and to the left 2 flat. 1, 2. We're then going to dip back down, so we're going to put a placement block underneath or to the left side and go down into left 2 singles. 1, 2. Down into left 2 flat. Down into left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from that, we're going to build back up again because the crown has 3 points. So this is the point 1. Then we have a center point and then a third point that goes kind of over on the left side over there. So let's start going back up. We can still keep our placement block on the left side if you want. And we're going to go up into left 5 singles now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up into left 2 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up into left 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And from the 3 vertical, we're going to put 1 block to the left of the top block. And then 1 block on top of that, creating this kind of hanging shape. But that is the point of the middle part of the crown, so we're going to bring it back down and head towards the 3rd point. So let's go to the bottom part of this 2 vertical we've created and put a placement block underneath so we can go down into the left 2 vertical 3 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. Placement block again. 1, 2, that's 2. And then finally, after that placement block on the bottom or left side, 1, 2, that's 3. And then let's get rid of these extra dirt blocks that are in our way. Perfect. From there, we're going to go down into left 1 single. Down into left 2 vertical. 1, 2. Down into left 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to start flattening out and then kind of pointing out this crown. So I want you to go down into left 2 flat. 1, 2. Down into left 1 single. Up into left 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. And then to meet up with the diagonal piece we have rating right here, all we're going to do is go down into left 1 single. And then down into left 5 vertical. Placement block underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you can see, everything met up correctly. So what you can do is go and delete these verticals that we have with the dirt right here. And then move over to where we have this 4 or 5 flat with dirt blocks. That we're going to work with next. So locating this 4 flat right here with the dirt blocks, we're going to remove those. And then we're going to create a weird ribbon shape that comes off the side of her head with it. It's not too difficult to do, but it is kind of zigzaggy, if I do say so. So we're going to be putting our placement block to the left side as we continue here. And we're going to go up into the left 1 single. Up into the left 2 flat 3 times in a row. So make sure you have your placement block to the left or top side. And we're going to go 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. 1, 2, that's 3. Good. From there, we're going to go to the top block with the 2 flat right here, and we're going to put an extra piece of coal to the left, And from that extra piece of coal, we're going to put 1 on top and 2 below. Alright. Now what we're going to do is go to the bottom block in that 4 vertical and put a placement block underneath. So we can go down into the right 1 single, down into the right 2 vertical, 1, 2, down into the left 3 singles now, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to delete these extra placement blocks. And now what we're going to do with these 3 singles is go to the lowest one, so this one right here, and we're going to add 8 to the right of it until it connects to the wall over here, hopefully. So find the lowest one, and we're going to go to the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you can see, it connected, so we did that part perfectly. And that's it for the ribbon in the hair. So now we have a whole bunch of inner detail stuff to worry about for the build. So what I want to do is, let's get some of this top heavy stuff done first. And I guess when we're doing cleanup and shadows and whatnot, we can work from the bottom, maybe in the next part. I'm thinking there's this part and another part and we're done. So what I want to do is cover the gem in the top of the forehead. So let's go to the top center of the forehead where we have these 2 pieces of dirt or placement block kind of just shaped out right here. And we're going to be going down into the right from it and then curving back down into the left and creating a circle that eventually ends up over on this left side. So let's put our placement block to the bottom. And we're going to go down into the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Placement block. Down into the left, so we're switching directions. 2 singles. 1, 2. And from the 2 singles, actually, what I want you to do is find this top one, this first one right here, the closest one to the 3 vertical. And we're going to put 4 placement blocks underneath it. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And then after that, I want you to put a piece of coal underneath that. And the reason we're doing that is because for part of the hair, we don't currently have an indicator for it. I think we do over there with the 2 flat, but I want another indicator kind of closer to where we're working with right now. So from that single, what we're also going to do is add 2 to the right of it, and then we can mark it so that we can come back to it later. So these is a floating 3 flat. Now let's go back up to the 2 single that we were working for the gemstone in the forehead. And we're going to go to the lower part of the 2 singles now. And we're going to put a placement block to the bottom so we can go down into the left 2 flat. 1, 2. Down into the left 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down into the left 9 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me just double check that to make sure it's 9. Yeah, it is. Good. And just get rid of all the dirt once you're done. And now to curve it back up and finish the shape, we're just going to go up into the left 1 single. And then put a placement block on top so we can go up into the left 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So that's the gemstone in the forehead. Now what we can do is work with the hair segments that I had marked with the floating 3 flat. I think that would be pretty good to do. I also want to do the left eye because she has 2 eyes, but one of them is kind of marked out with weird purplish colors. And the other one, you can see I'm starting down there on the left side with the nose. But I think it'll be better to do the hair thingy right now. So let's go to where we have the floating 3 flat. And we can start working with the middle or the right block. I'm going to work with the right block first, and we'll come back to the middle one later. The left one we're not doing anything with, so you can ignore that. But from the right block, what we're going to do is put a placement block on top. So we can go up into the right 2 flat. 1, 2. Up into the right 2 single. 1, 2. And then finally, to reach the top of the head from here, we're going to go up into the right 7 vertical. So let's put our placement blocks down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And as you can see, it met up with what we already had up there at the diagonal. That's good. And we can come back now to this middle block and work with that now. So from this middle block, we're going to be going down from it and curving to the right. So we're going to go and put 1 placement block underneath first. Not 1 placement block, sorry. 1 coal underneath the middle block. Then we're going to put a placement block underneath that so we can go down into the right 2 flat. 1, 2. Down into the right 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Placement block. Down into the right, I want to say 5 flat now, but let me just double check. Yeah, it's 5 flat, sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now the hair is going to kind of curve back up, but we can still put the placement block on the right side, so that's fine. As we go up into the right now, 3 flat, so let's go up. 1, 2, 3. And from that 3 flat, we're going to go to the block all the way on the right here, and put an extra coal at the end And from that extra coal, we're going to put 1 on top and 3 below. 1, 2, 3. Good. So from there now, we're going to kind of do like some patterns with the hair until it like makes the swirl that we want to get. But we're going to be going down into the right and down into the left from here. So I suggest just putting your placement block on the bottom each time and you should be fine. So we're going to go down into the right, 2 vertical, 1, 2. Down into the right, 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3. Down into the left, 6 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And from that 6 flat, if we go to the left side and find the second to last block, so this one right here, we can put 2 pieces underneath, 1, 2. We can then go down into the right, 2 flat, 2 times in a row, 1, 2, that's 1, 1, 2, that's 2. Down into the right, 13 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And hopefully, even though I'm not telling you guys where the placement blocks go each time, you guys know that if I'm saying down into the right, the down into the right are the keywords. That means you can put the placement block to the bottom or right. If I say down into the left, that means bottom or left. Up into the left, you get it top and left. Those keywords are important to figuring out where these blocks go. So from this 13 flat, we're going to work with the first and last block. But I think it's more important to work with the last block on the right side first, because all we need to do is go down into the right 2 flat, 1, 2, and that should connect us to the rest of the head, which you can see right here it does. So that's good. There are some lines we need to do over here, but I'm going to come back to that later. Instead, we're going to go to the left side of the 13 flat, and we're going to go down into the left from it. So I suggest putting your placement block on the bottom side each time, and you should be fine. So we're going to first go down into left 3 flat, 1, 2, 3. Put a placement block on the bottom. Down into the left 2 flat, 1, 2. Down into left 1 single. And from that single, what I want you to do is we're going to switch to, I want to say magenta concrete for now, until we can figure out if it's going to be magenta or purple or what. I might swap this color later, so just don't stick to it right now. From this single, we're going to go up into the left, 5 pieces, or 5 singles with magenta concrete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is going to that weird eye. I told you there's a weird colored eye that exists. Don't know what color we're going to use for it yet, but I just want to mark it out with the magenta. You can also mark it with some grass blocks too, so we can come back to it. But now, going back to the coal single, we're going to put our placement block underneath it, so we can go down into left 2 flat. We're then going to put a placement block underneath the left block in that 2 flat, and go down into left 2 vertical, 3 times in a row. 1, 2, like that, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2, placement block. 1, 2, whoops, 1, 2, that's 3. I need to stop counting the numbers before I get the blocks placed, because my sensitivity is always all over the place, and then I end up looking very, very stupid. Anyways, from here, we're going to put a placement block underneath, so we can go down into left 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down into left 11 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now we're going to switch back to our magenta concrete again, because on the first block in the 11 vertical we just placed, we're going to go to the top and find the first block. And I want you to put a magenta to the left of it, and then go up into the left 1 single with the magenta, like that. You can mark that again as well. We're marking all these magenta blocks, but I'm pretty sure whichever one we choose to work with is going to connect to the other one, so we probably don't need to mark them all, but I'm just doing that just in case we need to find out which one I'm going to work with later. Anyways, let's go to the bottom now of this 11 vertical and put a placement block underneath, or to the right side because we're going down into the right. 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3, placement block. We're then going to start flattening out and doing the curl of the hair, so we're going to go down into the right now. 5 singles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From that 5 singles, we're going to find the middle one, so this third one right here. And I want you to go and put 10 magenta underneath it. Actually, is it 10 magenta? Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to add 9 actually underneath it. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because this top block isn't magenta, so I'm not going to count it as part of the 10. All right, so switching back to our coal, what I want to do is from that 5 singles we created, we're going to find the bottom one now. And from that bottom one, we're going to go down into the right 2 flat, 1, 2, down into the right 3 flat, 1, 2, 3, down into the right 17 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Perfect. And let's go to the left side now and delete this dirt block. If I look closely, there are some parts of the build that's supposed to be kind of magenta'd. But I think what I'll do is I'll color it with the coal like I did for the left side of the hair for the swirl. So what I want to do is, instead of working with the 17 flat, we're going to come back to that. Let's go backtrack once to the 3 flat over here and go to the first block on the left for it. And we're going to put 4 pieces of coal on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. From the top block in that, we're going to add 4 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're then going to start putting our placement block on top. And we're going to go up into the right 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. From there, we're going to go up into the right 2 single. 1, 2. And then put a placement block on top. And this is just another swirl we're creating in the hair. You can see some of the swirls on the left side of the face. We're just doing this for the right side. So now we're going to go up into the right 2 vertical 2 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. From there, we're going to go up into the right 10 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now the swirl is going to go back to the left and then in on itself. So we're going to go up into the left, so placement block on the top still. 2 vertical, 1, 2. Then up into the left 3 singles. 1, 2, 3. Placement block on top so we can go up into the left 7 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now let's go underneath with the placement block so we can go down into the left 2 singles. 1, 2. Down into the left 7 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And like I said, it's going to wrap in on itself. So now it's going to go down into the right and start heading back towards its own swirl. So we're going to go down into the right 1 single. Down into the right 2 flat 2 times in a row. 1, 2, that's 1. 1, 2, that's 2. Placement block on the right or top side, and we're going to go up into the right 2 flat. 1, 2. Up into the right 1 single. Up into the right 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And hopefully you guys were able to follow along so far. I know this is kind of confusing. I'm going to zoom out real quick. And you can pause it and just make sure your numbers have been kept. As you can see, we have 3, 1, 2, and 2, 2, 1. That's a 7. That's a single, single. And that's 7 again. And just kind of just swirls back out. So pause if you need to make sure yours looks kind of like this. It doesn't have to be perfect actually because this doesn't end up connecting to anything. So as long as it looks swirly, I'm pretty sure you guys will be fine. So from the 3 vertical now, we're going to go up into the left 1 single. And we're almost done here. Up into the left 2 flat. 1, 2. And then down into the left 2 single. 1, 2. And that's it for that part of the swirl. There is going to be another swirl over there on the right side. Currently don't have it marked out for you guys, so we're not going to worry about it yet. But before we go to the 17 flat, I also want to drop back down to the 9 magenta we have right here. Because I didn't realize we were almost done with that magenta part right there. I thought it was going to connect back to the eye. So we're going to go back to the bottom of that and just finish it real quickly. So putting a placement block underneath, we're going to go down into the right 2 singles. 1, 2. Down into the right 2 vertical. 1, 2. And then finally down into the left 4 vertical. So on the left side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Like I said, that's all we need to do for that magenta part. It's not like the eye roll. So now we can go back to the 17 flat that we kind of have floating over here. And what we're going to do is go to the right side of it and count over 5 blocks to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on that 5th block, we're going to go underneath it and put 3 coal going straight down. 1, 2, 3. We're then going to go down into left 1 single. And then down until I have 2 vertical. So place and block underneath or to the left side. 1, 2. And as you can see, it met up with the rest of the face at that diagonal perfectly, which is perfect. So now a lot of the inner detail is done. We're pretty much there. We just need to finish up some stuff on the cloak and then the eyes and the mouth. And that's probably going to be only like one more part, hopefully. Let me see. The cloak and the eyes should only be about one more part if I stretch it a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna do that. But what I want to do before getting off is we're going to jump to the right side of this hair and do that other swirl part I was talking about. So let's go to the top right corner of this completed section of the hair, kind of where we see it meeting up with the rest of the head over here. And what I want you to do is follow from this vertical that goes down to the right side of her head. We're gonna go to where we have this first single after it right here. I'm gonna mark it so you can see. You see we have this long strip of 10 vertical, and then if you follow to the right side, we have 2 flat and then a single. That's where we want. From that single, if we go down into the right one, there's a 2 flat right here. And what we want is that left block in that 2 flat to put 2 pieces of coal underneath. 1, 2. Just like that. From there, we're going to go down into the right 10 vertical. So place and block underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's it for this swirl. There is one more, so let's just kind of go back to the top. And if we follow this going down into the right some more, you should see another set of 2 flat and then a bunch of singles in a row. And what we're going to do is find the 3rd single. Actually, the 4th one, sorry about that. I meant to say 3rd from the right side. So this one right here, let me just zoom out so you can see. If you're counting from the left, it's the 4th one. If you're counting from the right, it's the 3rd one. Alright, so this one right here. And what we're going to do is go underneath it and put 11 pieces of coal going right underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then from there, all we're going to do is go down into the left. So put your placement block on the bottom or left side. 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And then down into left 2 vertical. 1, 2. Perfect. So that's it for both hair swirls. So we can go back and delete these dirt blocks now. And in the next part, we're going to do the eyes and then the cloak. And I think we should be done after that. Hopefully I didn't size up the timing wrong and that we have enough time to just do it all. Otherwise, it might be 2 more parts. But I think it's 1 more part. But either ways, hopefully you guys are enjoying. I have all of these pre-recorded, so you guys will probably get them all in a decent amount of time, even if it's multiple parts. This is Phoenix, and as always, I'll see you guys later.